Hello and welcome back. Let's go across now to Sandeep Agarwal of Edelweiss. He's joining us talking about the technology shift, the emerging trends in the sector, key growth areas. Sandeep, let's first start by, what do you expect in Q1? I mean, Bangalore had some severe cases, severe issues. Do you think that will have an impact on the IT sector in the near term?
No, so let me put it this way. Obviously, the second phase of pandemic has been very, very painful, and in Bangalore there has been a lot of impact. Lot of my technology friends are working in Bangalore. I get feedback from them regularly. Every company has some number of employees who have got impacted, and it is very unfortunate. But I don't think, beyond 20-30 basis point of negative impact on margins coming from this particular space. Execution any which ways, I don't see any challenge because, not more than 4% people were working from office any which ways. So I think that the pain has been massively exaggerated. It is really there, but it is more personal pain than I think company pain or business pain. I don't think there is so much of business pain which has happened. This industry has always
This is Mubina as well joining in. We know the story around large cap IT, TCS, Infy, they've guided for double-digit growth, and the stock prices as well are trading significantly high. TCS has crossed its multi-year highs, Infosys, all these stocks basically have touched record highs recently. But what's interesting is the trade that we are seeing in mid-cap IT. And when I say mid-cap, I even mean small-cap IT. So yeah, you have Mindtree and Intellect, but also really small-cap stocks like Subex, Sonata, all of these guys. Do you think that now value discovery will happen there, and that we should see that powerful rally come in more so in mid cap and small cap IT versus these large cap names? Oops, okay, I think we've lost Sandeep Agarwal's feed. We'll try and reconnect with him. But largely all IT companies have guided for double-digit growth. All of them have been saying about how, yes, there was that anticipated shift towards digital, but they were expecting that to happen maybe a few years down the line. COVID has perhaps accelerated that shift towards digital, and obviously those names that have already a strong foothold in digital are going to benefit, TCS being one of them. And now the question is that these stocks have already rallied. They've already announced their hefty buybacks, etc. as well. I think Infy's buyback as well was recently announced. The question is now that, given the fact that we have this whole value trade as well playing out in the markets, could the street now be looking at some of the smaller names, the mid-cap names, which have as well, by the way, given good Q4 numbers, which have as well guided for strong commentary as well in FY22? That's the question. Should you be that, is there an opportunity to be an early bird of sorts in some of these stocks? We'll try and discuss that with Sandeep Agarwal once we are able to reconnect with him. But a quick look at the markets meantime, just a bit of a recovery that is kicking in from the low point of the day. We have managed to go back above the 15,500 mark, so 30 odd points recovery seen, but still 0.5% of losses for the Nifty, the Sensex as well losing 345 points. I think we've managed to get Sandeep back. Hi Sandeep, can you hear me?
I heard all your question, but unfortunately there was some link issue, but I got your question. So
okay, so my question was that do you think that this whole positive outlook on double-digit growth, etc., in IT has already been accounted for in the likes of an Infosys, TCS, and perhaps now you could be an early bird when you look at mid-cap names like Sonata, Subex, Intellect? Do you think there's opportunity over there, because they as well have given good numbers? Most of them as well have guided for strong growth in FY22. Do you think that that's where now the focus will be? That's where there is room for rally?
So see, never ever in past 23, 24 years I have seen, this is the third cycle that it has happened that one player has lost out and other has done well. So everyone does well in every cycle, unless there is a company specific issue, there is a management issue which happened between 2009 to 16 between two of Indian large IT companies, but the other two did immensely well. This time, fortunately, none of the Indian companies are going through any company specific challenge. All our companies are doing great and great, really great, except this time we also have added advantage that Capgem and Cognizant are not doing so good, so we also tend to gain market share from them, and they are quite big and it will be a big benefit. As far as your question on, looking for value, I think that is probably, I see the business in a very different perspective. I think that, finally, everyone who is buying a stock is basically buying underlying value of the business, which should compound consistently. So consistent compounding is the value, is more important of 15 to 18% for next 6-7 years to create value. I will give an example. Between 9 to 16, HCL Tech and TCS just compounded at 15-17% revenue growth and 20% EPS growth. But in 7 years, the stock went up to 12 times and 14 times, which is like 1400% on a large name. So same thing we are being propagating for last 1.5 years in the whole sector. And I know that the stocks have a vertical move of 80, 90, 100%, and there could be times when there could be some underperformance, or they will not move up and all. But trust me, this is a very, very huge upcycle, and this upcycle has been further springboarded by the pandemic. So if you see 1 year back, people have doubt whether this is a pent-up demand which will help 1 or 2 quarters. Today, I think there is a consensus view that 22 will be good and 23 may also be good. After 6 months, you will find that everyone will have a consensus view that 24 will also be good. And today is that margins will be under pressure, and also half a minute on that. In last 23 years, if you see, whenever growth has come, COGS has moved up. So that is natural because this is a human capital business, so you have to pay more money to people, you have to incentivize them and all. But below COGS, there is 18% cost, which is huge, and it is largely semi-variable. That is, there is a huge fixed cost component in that. That starts declining very fast, and that takes care of all your challenges of COGS. Secondly, the gap between EBITDA and EBIT never ever has seen a downturn or a structural downturn. This is the first time, because of the pandemic and work from home, there is a structural decline in that gap every year, because of depreciation component will start reducing. I have run an IT company for 3 years. I have worked several years in IT industry. I can tell you that people are undermining the capability of these companies to cut cost immensely below the COGS line. So they will not cut anything on COGS. They will in fact increase it because they want to retain talent. But below that, they can be ruthless in cutting the cost, and it doesn't impact anyone, or at least their stakeholders. So I would say that we should see the overall picture. So I think all are great compounding stories. The companies which I don't have coverage, I will not be able to comment much. But I will again reiterate, in large cap, HCL, Infy, TCS are great names. In mid cap, Mindtree, LTI, Coforge are great names. LTTS is a good name. Persistent, Cyient, Eclux are great names, and there are a few upcoming companies, as you mentioned, which are also very good names. So I think this is an upcycle. 1.5 year has passed out. If you are happy with 100-200% return which has happened, then there is no challenge. But I think these are compounding stories for 5-7 years. So you should not just get out so early. That is the way I would advise the investors. But yes, if someone is worried about quarterly volatilities, obviously they have to take their own call.
Right, Sandeep, thanks so much for joining us then today on the show to just discuss the outlook for IT stocks. They've definitely been packing in a punch. The last 1 year as well has been a pretty good one, and in terms of management commentary purely, it looks like it's going to be an optimistic one going forward as well. Wipro, Mindtree, Persistent, Mphasis, all of them hit record highs last week. Well, for now, we'll take a very short break on the show, but when we return, we'll be getting you lots more management conversations. Don't go anywhere.